Hello, welcome to NinSense YouTube channel. I'm your host Michael here. We've got some NinSense action for you with Skyrim today. 10 years of being on YouTube, although to be fair, I've only actually been on YouTube for like 4.5 years because I only uploaded for the first like half a year. I was doing some like content and then I had to stop for a while, and then I made like a little bit of content here and there over the years. And then I started back up again here and there. So it's been a spattered 10 years. It hasn't been 10 years of me constantly doing this and uploading and streaming. I've only been streaming for a little while. But NinSense YouTube channel has been around for 10 years. It used to be called Nintendosense YouTube channel. I changed it because, you know, I'm not affiliated with Nintendo. I don't really have the right to use their name in my title. I am a big fan of theirs. And YouTube started frowning upon fan accounts. And you have to say that you're not affiliated with Nintendo and all that stuff, and that's fine. I'm cool with that. Hey, Chad Middleton, welcome to the stream. Hey, PH1 on Alex Adams, congratulations on 10 years. Yeah, actually, PH1 Alex Adams inspired me to start a YouTube channel. So we were playing Animal Crossing on the DS together, and I started recording it for some reason. I can't remember what it was, but I was like recording our gameplay or something like that. I don't think I uploaded it to YouTube. And we were talking about at the time, I think PewDiePie was like really popular, and some other like upcoming gaming YouTubers and stuff like that. And he was like, "You should start a YouTube channel since you're so into games." And so I did. I got a capture card and I started recording stuff, and then eventually I learned how to live stream a little bit. And unfortunately, like, life hit me really hard, and I like was gonna have a kid, and I just didn't have time really for the YouTube channel anymore at the time, and my equipment wasn't very good, and then my computer died and I had to sell my computer, so I couldn't really afford to buy a new one, so I sold my capture card, and then I was only able to make like upload review videos for a long time, and those actually did pretty well. Those did so well that it inspired me to like keep making those kind of videos. And then Animal Crossing New Horizons came out, and I started live streaming it because I bought a capture card just for that game because I really wanted to record my experience and upload it to YouTube. And I bought the Aver Media Live Gamer Portable 2 Plus because I did not have a Windows PC at the time, and so I could not use OBS. And I figured I would just upload from the recordings on the SD card. And then I experimented with trying to live stream on the Chromebook from the capture card using the webcam. And it kind of worked. I mean, to say it actually worked, no, it didn't actually work that well. The streams were blurry and sounded funny. But hey, it worked, and I was able to connect to a huge audience of people in the Animal Crossing community. And I learned so much from them and about the experience. And then eventually I did get a Windows computer, not a very good one, and I started live streaming on there. The streams weren't very good, mostly because I didn't know what I was doing, and because YouTube didn't accept HEVC encoding yet, and I didn't have a graphics card. And now I have the whole setup. I invested a ton of money last year into the gaming live streaming setup, and for better or worse, I don't know if that was a good choice, financial choice or not. Not very profitable choice, but it was a fun choice, and I'm happy that I have my desk and I can live stream for you guys. And I spent some time working on the quality, getting the quality up to par, and then YouTube stepped up the game too. NVIDIA stepped up their game, and all the tools came together, and here we are now, 10 years later. I've got an 8-year-old child. I've got another child. I've got a wife. And we live stream. I would like to live stream more often. I've been dealing with some health issues recently. Still dealing with that. But I had a little bit of time this morning, and I really wanted to get on Skyrim because I know everybody's been enjoying the Skyrim streams. Some people have even been watching them after they've been live, and they've been watching more than just a few minutes of them. Like, they've been really watching them. And so I really appreciate everybody's support, even the people who watch this later. Thanks again to Chad Middleton for always being here. Are those videos still available on your channel? Some of them are. So some of them are. So the early live streams are not available because they were on Twitch. They were not on YouTube. I'm not even sure if you could live stream to YouTube back then. Not with the amount of subscribers I had, at least. And, you know, I should probably fight this dragon. But yeah, some of those videos are still on YouTube. Some of my Animal Crossing videos are still on YouTube. You have to go to the playlist to find them. Some of my original uploads from when I first started this channel are still on YouTube. I originally uploaded a video about... That one's not on YouTube anymore, I don't think, but about David Hayter and how he wasn't going to be in Metal Gear Solid 5. I also uploaded a video on... what did I upload a video on? Oops. I also uploaded a video on... shoot, my brain's just farting. Oh man, look at the moon, that looks cool. I also uploaded a video of Link's Awakening music and some other music videos. And, what else did I upload? Oh, I uploaded Metal Gear Solid 3 cutscenes. All the cutscenes from Metal Gear Solid 3. I've been meaning to do an updated video of that with the new HD versions of the game, but I haven't got around to it. And then later I uploaded like unboxing videos and tech review videos, and those actually got quite a lot of traction because I covered the GameCube controller and GameCube controller adapter before a lot of other people had their hands on it. And basically when I cover update videos or anything that I can get to before the massive amount of other YouTubers and media people get to it, that kind of content was pretty successful for a little while, regardless of my lack of skills. And now we've been doing a lot of this kind of stuff where I just cover updates and play games and chat with the community and hang out and stuff like that. Yeah. PH1 Alex Adams says, I can't wait for the MGS3 remake. I was just thinking about that last night. Wait, I didn't even get the book. I just got distracted and talking about all this stuff. Get down. No, get down. No, not that button. Ah. It's been an amazing journey, and you guys are also to thank for it. And I wish I could be more consistent lately with making content, but life's been really busy, and I've been in and out of the hospital, actually. Trying to get help from the doctors. Doctor. What's new with you guys? What's new with you, Chad Middleton? Chad Middleton says, Japan Nintendo released a new Pokemon video that made 3DS players feel old now. Yeah, because, I mean, the 3DS came out in, what, 2009? Is that right? Or 2010? Man, it came out a long time ago. And it was awesome. You know, it was a really good platform. I really loved my 3DS. That was my favorite handheld before this one. And it had Metal Gear Solid 3 in it. Had Metal Gear Solid 3, Ocarina of Time in 3D. It's the only game system other than VR headsets where you, I mean, other than like TVs with glasses, where you could play in 3D glasses free. And that's really cool. Stereoscopic gaming wasn't always adapted well, but a lot of the early games did do a really good job with it. Link Between Worlds, Ocarina of Time, Metal Gear Solid 3D, Resident Evil Revelations, Resident Evil The Mercenaries, Ultra Street Fighter 4. All of those games were amazing to play on a little handheld console, and some of them even looked kind of close to their console counterparts. You know, I mean, there was a big reduction in quality and resolution, but when you turned on that 3D and it popped like through the screen, out of the screen like that, it kind of was impressive compared to looking at all the flat graphics that I looked at for so many years. And I really enjoyed the experience. So how far into this place is the book? Oh, it's this way. Ah, it's locked from the other side. Okay. Should have brought a follower in here. Yeah, I still love my 3DS. Sadly, my DS is like kind of aging. I let the kids play it now, but the DS is on the way out the door. I mean, so many of the Game Boy Advance games are playable on Wii U or Nintendo Switch, and even DS games are playable on the Wii U, which still trips me out to think about that. You could buy DS games on the Wii U, but you can't play them on the Switch. Even though the Wii U was generally considered a failed console, I really liked all the retro options on it. And the games that did release on it, I was a fan of the console. I enjoyed my Wii U. Why did you need help from the doctors? And Chad Middleton says, I can't wait for Kingdom Come Deliverance on Nintendo Switch. Chad Middleton was the one that told me that Kingdom Come Deliverance was going to come to Nintendo Switch. And it was just a rumor at the time. And he said it would be an impossible port. And then boom. Oh god, it got announced. Unrelenting Force, the Fusroda. Speaking of 10 years old, this game's pretty old too. Although I wasn't a big fan of it on the PlayStation 3. I just felt like the resolution was too low to enjoy the experience. But I was a big fan of it after I played it on, oh god! They're trying to kill me! After I played it on the Nintendo Switch. I'm still a fan of it on the Nintendo Switch. I'm sure it's great on other platforms too. I just didn't get into it until it came to Nintendo. Because I'm a Nintendo guy. Alright, where is... We need some candlelight. How do we open the mystery passages? Oh, it's back that way. We missed a passage? We did miss a passage. Let's see what the chat says. I started with Game Boy, now we ancient. Oh, me too. Me too. I started with the Game Boy and Game Boy Color, and the Nintendo and Super Nintendo. We had a Nintendo and Super Nintendo by the time they were like kind of old. But it didn't matter, because then you like we would progress through like a bunch of weird gaming generations when I was a kid really fast. So like we had the Nintendo, then we had the Super Nintendo, then we had a PlayStation 1, and then we had a Dreamcast. And then we had an N64, and it was crazy, you know, to go through that generation so quickly with so many amazing games during what a lot of people call the golden era of gaming. And it was really cool to just go over to your friend's house or borrow your friend's games and like play even single-player games, not just multiplayer games, with them and just hang out. One of my friends actually had internet and was like connected to the internet. He would play PC games. So even though I wasn't a PC gamer and I didn't have internet, I got to go over to his house and check it out. And then we did get internet on the Dreamcast, and I played Phantasy Star Online, and that was kind of cool. And you could go online in Sonic as well. I don't remember what Sonic did when you went online. Where's this path? It's right in front of me? No, it's got to be down below then. Oh no, the audio's glitching out. You know what? I did turn the audio back up. Sometimes just turning this master volume down fixes that weird audio thing that happens. Yeah, you fool. You know you're gonna get rodad when you approach me. What were you thinking? Like you're some kind of unthinking, undead zombie thing. You think that's gonna do anything to me? Fool! He's a sorcerer. Okay. So now we can go this way. Oh, there's a puzzle. Let's see, where's my bow of shadows? That's always fun to see. It also reminds me of Resident Evil 4 every time I do that. Because Resident Evil 4 had those cool things that you would shoot and they'd fall down and burn all the zombies. Okay, so what is the code and how am I supposed to figure it out? Usually there's a hint somewhere. Oh, okay. I have to rotate. I don't have to rotate anything. The question is, are we really going the right way? Maybe. Kind of also wonder why I didn't explore all this stuff last time. Let me see what I'm missing in the chat. I guess I'm going to try out that demo for the Princess Peach game. Yeah, I'm skipping that one. Don't get me wrong, it looks fun. Like, Nintendo makes a lot of good games, but I don't play all of them. It looks like something my daughter would really enjoy playing if she was a little older. And honestly, I would probably enjoy playing it too, but I'm not going to get it, and I'm probably not going to try the demo. Back in the day on this channel, I used to just show off the demos just to show them off, but in this case, there's enough people that are going to cover that content. I think my friend Danny G is going to get that game. She might live stream it. You should definitely check out her channel sometime. She's been pretty busy lately too with health stuff. I've had some weird infection, and they keep trying to treat me for it, but I keep having reactions to the antibiotics. And I've been struggling to get adequate treatment and support because I'm immunocompromised. I'm on Remicade for my Crohn's disease infusions, and it weakens my immune system. And so I've just been struggling to get the right medical attention. Now I feel like I'm going the wrong way. We already been this way. How do I get where this is? Is it like multi-layered? Oh, I go this way and then under it. Okay, I see. I might need to go this way. We shall break lockpicks for a little while I read the chat. Let's make sure I read everything. 3DS was great. PH1 Alex Adams says, same. I played Game Boy, Saga, and PS2. What about the Game Boy Advance SP? Did you guys ever get a Game Boy Advance SP? I feel like that was like the coolest handheld console to ever come out. It's so small, so compact, this little square that fit in your pocket. I didn't even have cell phone back then. A lot of people had cell phones, but I didn't have one, and so it's kind of like your portable pocket electronic device. That thing was awesome. There were really cool games for the Game Boy Advance too, and playing them on that little backlit screen compared to just having to use light to reflect off the Game Boy screen was a game changer. I remember I put a little screen protector on it, a little plastic one. It wasn't very good. I think the screen protector like ended up scratching up the screen more than just like not having one. It's kind of ironic. Okay, there's some things above this guy, some symbols, but I can't remember what they mean. What do these symbols mean? What do they mean? I think I solved this puzzle before. They're just making me do it again. Like it reset. MGS Peace Walker comes with the Master Collection Volume 2. We need to regroup and play it. Oh yeah. I think we have some similar Switch games, PH1 Alex Adams. Like I think we both have the Resident Evil titles on Switch and their online multiplayer as well. But yeah, I would love to replay Peace Walker with co-op. Man, we used to co-op in Peace Walker like crazy. I wasn't even live streaming it. I'd record it sometimes, and then we would go online. I don't know if you remember this, PH1 Alex Adams. I'm not sure if you were there for all of it, but I know you would play online with me sometimes on Peace Walker 2 in the Versus mode. We would go online in the Versus mode in Peace Walker, and like, I'm okay at online games, but man, at online Metal Gear Solid games, I would kill it. I would do so well online. It was just so satisfying to obliterate people, and the gameplay was just so much more fun and different than regular shooting games. We also used to play Resident Evil 5 Mercenaries mode online. That was pretty fun too. Okay. Clearly, there's got to be a way out of here. But I don't see it. We gotta find the switch. And not the Nintendo Switch, but the door switch. Oh, I remember getting very confused here. And very frustrated because it was so hard to find how to progress. All this for a book? There should be a pull chain or another handle around here somewhere. The question is, where? Oh, probably on the other side of this thing. There it is. Okay, yeah, it's these pillars. I gotta look for the pillars and pull the levers. And take the coins. Okay. Still didn't get us through these bars. Are there any more levers? Go see if we can find some more levers. Levers. Yeah, it was really cool of you to show up today, PH1 Alex Adams. We played Peace Walker all the time. It was one of my favorite MGS games. It was so good. Even the online mode was still online after MGO went offline. Dude, can you imagine if Volume 2 has all the online features? Like, we're talking Peace Walker Online, MGO 2 remastered, or even just the same MGO 2. Like, just 720p MGO 2. Like, I don't even care. I'll take it. I would totally play that. Yeah, I know you can like download an emulator on your PC and you can somehow rip your copy of MGS4, which I have no idea how I would rip my copy, or you could illegally download a copy. I mean, I do own the game, but illegally downloading a copy of a game you own is not the same thing as ripping the copy yourself. So I could legally try to... Darn it. Wait, did this just lead me out to here? It did. Oh, but this door's open. Wait a minute. No, I need this other door open. I'm so confused. It's almost like I went through that puzzle for nothing. So I'm breaking locks on purpose here. No problem. I saw your video pop up saying 10 years, and I had to check it out. Yeah, I mean, partially it's thanks to you guys, you know. Chad Middleton's always showing up to my streams. He's been a really nice friend. Really glad I met him, too. He's a huge supporter of my channel, even when I'm just doing, like, kind of boring streams. He's still been hanging out with me, chatting with me. Really cool guy. Thanks, Chad. You too, PH1 Alex Adams. You helped me get started on YouTube, and you were a good friend to me back then, always playing games with me and always there for me when I wanted to talk and chat and chill. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Really cool of you guys to show up and say hi. Much appreciated. Okay, I'm still confused. It says there's a pathway. There's no pathway. Okay, I'm gonna go deeper into the dungeon. And we'll see if we can find solve this mystery puzzle. This labyrinth of doom and gloom. Oh, God. Oh, this thing, right? These things have little pulleys on them. Not all of them. Oh, we have the object that I removed. Perhaps I should put the object back. It was apparel, right? Oh, it was the Dwarven helmet. Yeah, no, that doesn't do anything but stab me more. Okay. So it's not that. There's clearly a door right here. Oh, maybe it's not a door. It's probably just a funky looking Skyrim wall. Okay, well this is clearly a door. And there's clearly another side to it. That's what happened. I got stumped here. And I left, because it's not fun being stumped. I guess I could look up a guide. I always feel like such a loser when I look up a guide, but Like, what makes you a bigger loser? Looking up a guide or just like sitting here for like a ridiculous amount of time trying to figure something out and then feeling stupid when you do? I don't know. I don't know. I guess that's part of the fun of games, you know? Trying to solve puzzles. Yeah, I gotta look this one up. This is ridiculous. Okay, where are we at? We are in Silver Drift Lair. I never got to unlock the Monster Hunter stuff in Peace Walker, says Chad Middleton. The monster stuff was kind of hard to unlock and even harder to beat. I don't remember how I unlocked it. It's been so long since I played Peace Walker, and I currently don't really have a way to play Peace Walker until Volume 2 comes out, because I gave my PlayStation 3 to my brother. So I still have my copies of the MGS collection for the PlayStation 3, but I don't have a PlayStation 3 anymore. I guess I could emulate them on PC. I'm just going to wait for the collection to come out. I'm cool with that. What am I doing here? Oh, I was going to look up a guide. I was going to turn the fan down because my fan is blaring. Make sure my settings are correct here. Temperatures are good. Something I did recently. Oh, it was just the fans blaring, kept the temperatures down. Something I did recently helped keep my temperatures down. I also was thinking about repasting my laptop, but it's probably not worth doing, considering while live streaming, my GPU is only running at 57 Celsius. It's my CPU that gets pretty hot. Still thinking about doing it. I'm just kind of nervous about it, because I've never repasted a laptop or gaming device. Alright, Silver Drift Layer. If my Switch was running hot, which neither of them runs hot at all, they both run super cool, I could even repaste those theoretically, but I would rather not take them apart. And I likely wouldn't gain any functionality out of it. Silver Drift Layer. Okay. A level Dragoor. Okay. Secret path. Continuing east is another bridge where there's a trigger for a swinging grave trap. Beyond that is another swinging trap with 2 more Dagur. Beyond that are 2 stone posts. One on the right. Oh, it has a handle that opens up the spike gate. Oh, and I fell down. Okay, I think I figured it out. I probably shouldn't close the guide just yet, but I think I figured it out. And I probably could have figured that out on my own. The one on the right has a handle. The one, oh, this is the right. What's the right? What's the left? Oh man, I couldn't even see that handle. And it's like illuminated by a candle and everything. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's make sure we good. PH1 Alex Adams does have Resident Evil 5 and 6 on Switch. Hey, I'm down to play if you are. I'm down. Although, actually, what time is it? I actually have to go soon, so we might have to rain check that one. I have an optometry appointment. They're going to check out my eyeballs. Make sure my vision hasn't changed. I think it did change in my left eye. I think I got a little bit weaker. Like just a tad bit weaker in my left eye. And so I'm going to get some new glasses eventually. And I need to get my eyes checked out before I get those new glasses. Ooh. Lots of cool arrows and a bow. Come on, we got to get to level 100 lockpicking. Let me check out the chat. I think you do after Peace Walker missions. And go to the hold-up mission. Yeah, the hold-up missions, you're right. Turn around and go to the other area. Go to the docks and meet the cat who will take you to the first. You're absolutely right. That's the other cool thing about all the viewers in the community is like, I play so many games I forget. Like, I'm pretty forgetful on, like, how to solve things or how to unlock things in different games. And you guys are awesome about it. You guys always remember all that stuff. Yeah, I can play it, though I've never really played it on Switch. Same. I'm going into the to the store in like an hour or so. Nice. Well, I would like to play some Resident Evil with you sometime again. It's the one thing lacking from my Switch experience is people actually to play it with, like back in the day on PlayStation 3. The PlayStation 3 made it easier to chat and call people and like message people and make friends. The Switch doesn't have a in-Switch messaging system, so you have to rely on third-party apps. And I get it. They're trying to protect the children. You gotta protect the children. I totally get that. It's just kind of sad because even the 3DS had like a crappy messaging system. I mean, I guess you could send your friends messages in Animal Crossing. It's just kind of slow mail. Resident Evil 5 and 6 are like 17 and 18 gigabytes. Hey, you know, SD card prices are really cheap right now. I mean, 1 terabyte cards are still kind of expensive, but even some 1 terabyte cards are like $70. And I know that's a lot of money, but compared to what they were before, and I've seen 512 gigabyte cards for like $30 at like on sale at the lowest, or maybe like $40. Even the like decent, really fast ones, and then like the really slow ones I've seen like pretty cheap. So you can get expansive memory cheaper than you used to be able to. It used to be pretty expensive. It still is if you go high end. So if you try to get like the best gaming micro SD card for your Nintendo Switch, it's like $130. The SanDisk Gameplay SD cards just came out, and Samsung is finally working on, because Samsung has really good SD cards too, they're finally working on a 1 terabyte version of their SD cards, and they're also working on SD Express, which is rumored to be used in the Nintendo Switch 2. So SD Express allows higher read and write speeds on SD cards, similar to what you would see in an SSD on a PC. So it's not up to like 6,000 megabits per second like a SSD, like a high-end SSD like the one in my laptop or the one in the PlayStation, but it's a pretty good it's like up to 800 megabits. Obviously the ones at launch won't go up to 800 megabits. They'll have to get that technology later. But the point is you'll see read speeds of more than 200 megabits per second, which allows for you know, more typical game speeds that you would see. And honestly, those fast read times aren't really necessary for every game, but games like Arkham Knight, games that stream in a lot of data, need more RAM, and they need faster access to the flash storage. So games that are open world that just load in a ton of assets really do need faster access to the flash storage. For example, on PlayStation 5, you can play Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart off of a hard drive, no problems. But it's one of those games that actually says it's required to use the internal drive of the PlayStation. But you can play it without it. And so it's kind of like none of the games actually even use that feature as much as PlayStation made a big deal about it. And I still think it's a great feature, and I'm glad PlayStation added it to the PlayStation 5. I definitely think it's awesome. I'm not trying to discredit them. It's just kind of ironic how like nothing really needs that fast of speeds, because the processor and GPU and RAM can't really deal with it that fast. But it's better to have that than to have a bottleneck. So the Switch 2 SD cards won't be that fast, and even if you put a super fast SD card like a gameplay SD card in your Switch, it's probably not going to read it at 200 megabits per second. But what it is going to do is it's going to benefit from the microcontrollers that are actually in the SD card, that have the microcontrollers have their own memory and handling of the data, and can handle like sort of like a RAM cache in the SD card. And so the more modern microcontrollers that they have are better for gaming than the old ones. They're starting to take gamers into consideration thanks to stuff like the Steam Deck OLED and all of the different gaming handhelds that are coming out. So that's pretty cool. Also, if you have one of the newer Switches, like the Switch OLED, it does have a little bit better of the memory bandwidth limitations, although you won't see any benefit in games, really. Okay, well, we made it through like this area, but we still didn't make it through to this area. Huh. Let's see, we're down here. We got the potion. We fought the bandit. And further down into the madness and abyss we go. Well, where's the switch for this one? Oh, there isn't one. You just open the gate. Oh, here's the pathway. It was up above. Look up. Let me see what the chat says. Chad Middleton says, I liked 3DS Swap Note. I do have some memory cards, actually. I just have the SanDisk ImageMate brand from Walmart. I'm sure GTA 6 will use the hard drive. Oh yeah, totally. And a lot of modern stuff now has like those fast hard drives. Like my computer, when I brought it, it had a pretty fast SSD. It had like a 2,000 megabit per second SSD, and now it's got like a 5,000 to 6,000 megabit per second SSD, which I can't, like, the computer can't actually write. Like, the computer can't actually write and read that fast from the SSD. It's just an example of, oh, that's my timer. It's just an example of improved performance overall. Like the macro performance, the smaller performance, reading and writing to random areas of the SD card becomes more accessible, and thus allowing your game console to process the data into memory in a more timely manner. Basically, mostly increasing load times, pop in, and, you know, that kind of thing. Word of power learned. And disarm. Let's do it. Come on. Shout at him. Shout at him. Shout. I can't shout. I gotta go too. Thankfully, my doctor's appointment's only like 10 minutes away. Who's flaming me? Oh, the floor. Here, we still have not found the book that we were looking for, but it's right over there. Yay, the book. The book of books. The gold of gold. Oh, come on. There's one last puzzle to open the door. You've got to be kidding me. Is it on this thing? Let's take a close look. Right there. Gotta stop spinning around so much. Thankfully, they improved the rendering in this latest patch of Skyrim. And so it renders in a slightly higher resolution. And I'm not sure what else they did. I mean, I'm not that technical to figure out, you know. I'd have to talk to the developers. Not sure what else they did. They didn't include all of that in the patch notes. They just included the bug fixes. Alright. Thanks again for joining. I do not have Borderlands. People keep telling me to get it, though. That one has voice chat, too, right? Thanks again for watching me play the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. I wish this could be a longer stream, but I gotta get back to it. back to the real life stuff. Dovahkiin, Dovahkiin. Fa, fa, svarin, Dovahkiin. Borderlands is good. The last 3. Bye, PH1 Alex Adams. Bye, Chad Middleton. As always, stay solid, stay safe. Thanks again for stopping by. Thanks for all your support over the last 10 years, guys. You guys are awesome. Let's hope these next few years are even better, and the channel grows, and we gain some new members of the community, and I keep getting better at being entertaining to watch, so not boring while we're live streaming. I'll see you all on the flip side. Peace.